Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Fairbrooks is here. Awesome. Mark Knuckles. Zanad, I can't even say that. But welcome, everybody. Glad everybody is here. Excuse me. Got a lot I want to go over today, but I'm going to try to keep it pretty quick. Sunday. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hey, whistle stop. So, I keep having people say to me, where's your dad jokes? Hey, Debbie, where's your dad jokes? Well, this is my dad joke book. And I have pages I still have to add. So these are jokes that I have made up through the years. And I'm not saying they're original to me. I might have, I worked on farms and I started working at an early age. So I heard a lot of older guys telling jokes all the time. So some of those might have stuck in my brain and they just, eventually you recall them and boom. Other stuff I'm in the garden, if a pun comes upon my mind or I think of something, I try to remember it, then I write them down. So I have, this is a lot of pages. I have this thing pretty much full of dad jokes, okay? And I have another one too that I keep near the bed. Oh, hey, J3G Farm. So somebody said, hey, tell some dad jokes. Okay, so I'm gonna tell a couple dad jokes during this segment. What do you call a bear with no teeth? Gummy bear. Let's see. I got my jokes from a database. Oh, okay, Shannon, I'm sorry. I didn't see you had one going. I apologize. And then I'll give you one more before we move on. I bought a chicken and an egg on Amazon because I want to see which one comes first. Hey, Coach. So I'm gonna turn the camera briefly because I want to talk about a couple of things and I want to show some things. So hang on, can everybody hear me okay? Have Fun in Nature's here. Everybody please mark this down. Fairbrooks, you're here if you don't mind. Can you post Have Fun in Nature? They have their live today, I believe it's at 3 this afternoon. So go check their channel out. They are really trying to put the hammer down and try to grow. So any help they can get from this community, I'm sure they would appreciate. Let me just turn the camera around really quick. It's still kind of messy in here, you just got to deal with it. Oops, sorry, I have the phone set up different. I'm gonna have to turn it. Okay, let me do this. Let me see if I can do this. So, yesterday, remember that ironing board I told you guys about? So I took it out on the planer this morning. We have a wood planer. Check that out. I'm gonna post a picture before and after. But look at the green. Look at the deep green here. You got the white on the outside, the redness of the pine tree, this is pine. But this, and then what I told people was, this will be the charcuterie board, and it'll have rubber leveling feet. And then where the holes are, see these holes? They were where they had dowel rods to secure it. I'm gonna take my Forstner bit and open the hole up bigger. And then I have fancy ones. These are just plastic ones. I'm just using this because they show up better. The other ones are glass. These will set in those holes about halfway. And this will be for our condiments. So you might have ranch and blue cheese. You might have a salsa, maybe some queso here. But check that out. That wood is just gonna, I'm gonna touch a really like a light maple stain, light. And then I'll clear coat it. And all of this grain is just gonna pop. And these are the micro dwarf tomatoes I wanted to show you. So they're flowering already. They're only about 3 inches tall. For some reason, these are getting fatter, but not taller. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. This is the pepper plant. Look at that. Look at the size of the flower coming out on this already. That's about 7 inches tall now, but it's all filled out. It looks like a poinsettia. Okay, that's enough. I got a bunch of stuff I'm gonna talk about today, and I hope it helps people. Oh yeah, my seed boxes. So you guys, I showed you this. My wife built this little pine box. And this just has my subscriber seeds in it. So, you know, Shannon from Us in Our Bunch, Hearth and Home, Broke but Bountifully Blessed, Foraging and Urban Farming. And then this is the box I made out of pallet wood. And this is gonna be my seed index. These are from my plants. So I'll go A to Z, and then I've just labeled all of my bags. So in a few weeks, when I have this all set up, if people want seeds from my garden, I'll have a better handle on it. And some of the people that subscribe to me, that sent me sent me seeds, said I can actually send some of those seeds because they sent me so many. So I have, I'll put a list. I'm gonna put a list online of what's available, and they're gonna be free. So I'm not charging people for them. It's like 50 cents to send them. You know, if I get 100 requests, it'll be over time. But if only 2 or 3 people ask for them, I'll send them right out because I don't want to go out and buy 200 stamps, you know. But anyways, so have fun in nature, 3 p.m. And so a couple things I wanted to talk about today as I was watching my grandson overnight. I had him last night, I was babysitting. So I didn't sleep, so I sit there and my mind churns. And so I came up with this list because I'm a couple hundred hours away from monetization. So I'm hoping in the next month, 2 months, I can reach that. But I've already started trying to support others, and I think most people know that now. And I'm gonna continue to push that. And so I've been kind of thinking about what are other ways that I can mention them, what are creative ways that I can mention channels to kind of help their growth and try to get them on. The Hearth and Home is down watch hours. Yes, Hearth and Home. I'll put you on a list here, Muriel. Oh, hey Mary, how you doing? Mary. Okay, my mouse, pig mouse is giving me hassles today, everybody. It's not my pig, it's my wife's pig mouse, but. All right, let's get Mary on the board and let's get a simple, happy life on the board. Okay, there you guys go. There's some more connections. If you wish to connect, go for it. So it was kind of interesting. I think it was either yesterday. It might have been yesterday or the day before. Creativity Guides Me. She had 45 subscribers, and I follow her. She follows me. And she had put out a post that said she's trying to get to 50. And I think her intentions was she wants to go live streams, which we all like to do live streams, I guess. Well, thank you. Thank you. Have fun in nature. I appreciate it. Tiffany and Brian at Have Fun in Nature. And so I just put a post out, and I said, hey, you know, you guys saw the post. She's trying to get to 50. We are all very supportive. If you want to go check her channel out, and if you feel the urge and you want to follow her, help her get to 50. And then when I was with my grandson last night, I didn't really sleep. About 2 a.m. I was checking, 2, 3 a.m. I was checking my stuff, and I think she'd put a post out that she hit 50, and she was at 51 at that time. And I believe I checked this morning. I think she's at 61 about an hour ago. So I just want to say thank you to anybody from here. Some from here actually posted that said they're going to go check her out. So I know there's a few people that did go from here. And that's what I like about this community, that I know when I come on live now, and I'm happy about this, that people will actually come here now and they can actually use this resource to find others, have others find them. And that's going to be my goal moving forward in 2026, is my channel growing, and then using this platform not only for my garden and my homestead, but to grow YouTube like a garden, and then just try to get everybody, have this huge YouTube garden where we're all producing worldwide, where we're all getting monetized and helping each other to get there. And then that, like I said before, like a stone in a pond, you know, you hit it, the ripple starts. So when we start YouTube, our ripple's very small, but as we continue to pump out content and help each other and work together and interact, before you know it, it's all the way across the pond, and then they're coming back, and then the ripple's going back out again and again and again. And it's just crazy. Oh, hey, Kevin. And speaking of growth, if you want to learn more about growth and how to try to grow your channel, one resource is on here now. Kevin at Tuber Chat. Go to his channel sometime. He does, I think, 3 a week. And then usually premiering after him is Michael's Adventures. He does premieres and live streams, and people go there and meet. But I've learned a lot from Kevin. He has, and he said right here, he shares things on Reddit. So when he actually does a shout out to your channel, a lot of times he might put it on Reddit, he'll talk about it. And then he'll do a shout out on the channel, showing your channel, discussing your channel. He's been very, very supportive. Like Fairbrick Studio, Chicken Explorers. I've had so many that have just stepped forward and just started like helping me. Even though they don't know they're helping me, I'm watching and learning, and that's helped me get to this point. So, so we helped get Creativity Guides Me over the 50. She's at 61. Before I came on, I wanted to check my updates. Poetic Tears and I follow each other. A lot of people here follow Poetic Tears. She's a very nice lady. She's got some really good content. And she's almost partially monetized. And when I went and checked this morning, she literally put a post out 44 minutes ago that said she's waiting for the earned tabs to update. She believes she's there. And that just makes me happy because she's part of this community too. And that's why I wanted to mention what I was doing next was I'm going to start every month. I want to start doing a community post at the end of the month. We know that JC Calamity Jane just got monetized in January. Poetic Tears is going to be monetized in January. Hopefully soon, Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. Hopefully he'll get monetized here soon. He's close. And so that's what I wanted to use. One of my ideas last night was, not last night, the other night, but I thought about it more last night, was to put people out there that just got monetized. So as a community, you know, when you're trying to reach for a goal and you reach it, and then you're trying to help get others to that goal, and when they finally succeed, I think that deserves celebration. I just think it's, hey, great job, you did it, you're here, now we can continue to grow together. And then everybody that comes on board after this with monetization, so February rolls around, I'll do it in February. If somebody gets monetized, we'll talk about it. So go support those channels. You know, they're, like I said, Creativity Guides Me. She hit the 50. She can do live streams now on her phone. Poetic Tears is going to be monetized. Calamity Jane, monetized. Possibly Ninja Turtle, monetized. It's about to get crazy up in here. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, Lento. Not needed, but much appreciated. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I had a goal for one in there, and I hit the goal. Woohoo! Okie hitting goals left and right today. Goal, goal, goal. I'm scoring more than Wayne Gretzky. Hopefully you guys all get Wayne Gretzky was a hockey player. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. So with all that said, I am willing, anytime we're here, if you want to drop your, if you want to drop a live stream when you're going to go live or you have a premiere coming up, just know you can drop it in there. And then I trust enough people here that moderate that if it's something that's improper, I've been watching, they'll take them out. They'll take the troll out. But any of the people here that are in blue or whatever, just drop it if you're going live so people can be notified of it and check it out. And then in the comments after, if you need hours or you need subscribers to reach that goal, put it in the comments or email me or go to one of my community posts and say, hey, I could use hours, could you help me? I have posts on there where I talk about content creator support. Go there and I check them. I'm a little behind on a couple of them. I got to update the one with all of the live streams because the last couple of days I have been busy, so I'm trying to catch that up. I have to catch up Amy from Leonard Mountain Homestead. I know I'm behind on hers, so I'm getting there. But just bear with me. Oh, thank you, Shelly. Shelly Edwards is in the house, living my best life. Nice. There, thank you, Tuber Chat. Yeah, if you haven't, and check out these people with Tuber Chat. Kevin from Tuber Chat. If you don't follow Tuber Chat, go check him out. I'm telling you, you won't be sorry. You will literally be able to have people find maybe trade playlists with you, help you with hours, help you with subs. That you can you know, check their channels out and, you know, go watch some of their content. Always watch the content. Always watch some shorts. Always watch a video before you do any subscription. What I do is I go in 2 or 3 shorts, maybe one of the long videos, I watch them, and sometimes I'll comment, then I'll wait an hour. I'll go back, and a lot of times they've responded back to me. Then I'll like their response, then I'll go back in because now there's a connection. We're actually communicating. YouTube sees these organic connections. Then I go back in, I watch another short, then I'm like, hey, here I am, boom. And I hit subscribe, and then I hit the notification button. And I don't think I've had any get taken away from me for that because that's a really organic way to do it. Be prepared to go to Tuber Chat, Kevin at Tuber Chat, or Fairbricks, or any of these other people that are on here, and I think you'll have some success. Just trust me on that. So, I don't know, does anybody here know Izzy Pop and Scully Pop? They're both very super creative, graphics, storytelling. If you haven't seen their stuff, go watch them. And the next thing I'm going to mention is, I told people that I have a book. What do I do with it? There it is. I told people yesterday, and somebody said, wow, in my chat. But you'll see, this isn't the only one. When I follow somebody new, I write them down, okay? I write the date and who I'm following. If they followed me, I go check them out, and then I'll end up eventually following them if I like their stuff, but it's page after page after page. This is full, okay? I got only like 2 or 3 pages left, and this is 100% full. People wonder why on paper. Why, you know, we're in 2026. We're halfway through January 2026. I'll tell you why. I think it was Izzy. Izzy's channel was either hacked or shut down for some reason. So she's been rebuilding her channel. I don't think she'll mind me talking about that real quick. But that's exactly why. If something were to happen and somebody hacked my channel and I had to start fresh, I would just start to go down through my book. I would recreate a channel. And I have my book with all of these channels in it. And I can just start to slowly go through, follow, like, subscribe. And within a couple months, I can have my channel hopefully back up and running. Then I can let people know that that's what happened. And then hopefully a lot of the people that know will then come back without me having to do that and regrow the channel. So it's just, I believe in redundancy. I'm from a manufacturing background. You have machine failure. You want to have double, triple redundancy on stuff. If one system fails, you always have a backup system. Then you have a backup to the backup. That's what I learned that the hard way years ago. And that's how I've lived my life. I have this. If that fails, I have this. If that fails, I have this. And then if the third one fails, guess what? I grab a coffee cup, my Sasquatch cup, go and squatching, fill it with coffee, and just drink coffee and call it a day. Oh, I gotta throw a dad joke in here. What did the ocean say to the beach? This will be a good one for the source. What did the ocean say to the beach? It didn't say anything. It just waved. Oh, let's see. Why was the sand at the beach wet? Why was the sand at the beach wet? Because of the seaweed. The seaweed. One more before I continue. I can't believe this. Did you know that the guy that created the Lifesavers, you know the Lifesavers candy? That dude made a mint. That's 3 for now. We'll go back. We'll get some more later. Ouch. See? Now I just hit my elbow. That's what I get for making stupid dad jokes. I hit my elbow. So anyways, that's the reason I keep that book, is in case something happens and my channel ever faltered, got shut down or whatever, I had to restart from scratch. That's why I did it. Somebody mentioned the one day, I can't remember who it was, and they asked, how do I choose my criteria? What are my criteria for doing the shout outs that I'm doing? Because a lot of people do shout outs, I'm sure. So that means everybody's different. Everybody walks to the beat of a different drum. How do I choose people whom I want to shout out? These aren't in any necessary order. I have 40 or 50 top subscribers that are at almost every live. I go to their lives. We watch each other's channels. We support each other, very loyal to each other, and so on and so forth. So I started with them, and I would list them on those. So you'll see all those people in the beginning where I was shouting them out. Now, I don't do a lot of shout outs on them anymore because a lot of them have gotten monetized, but what I do is they know that I now go in, and I still go in and watch that. I have three or four platforms. I have three smart TVs. I have a laptop, an iPad, and my phone. So I can have 2, 3, 4 running almost all the time. So the ones that I follow all the time, if I miss their live stream, which does happen, the last month with my grandson being operated on, I missed a lot of people's live streams. And I feel bad about that, but family, you gotta take care of your family. and everybody understands that. But then what I would do is, when we were at the hospital especially, I would just plug my phone on charge, and then if I was there with my grandson and he was finally sleeping, I could kick back in one of the chairs and I would just turn somebody's, I would turn on their playlist and hit like on a couple of them, and then I could kick back and take a quick cat nap, and then I'd wake up and do it, and then when that finished, I'd go to somebody else. So I'm still running people's stuff that follow me closely. The other criteria, one of the other criteria I use is people that are nearing monetization, that are part of this community. They're almost at they're at 500 and they have the hours, or they have the hours, or they have the 500 but not the hours, or vice versa. So I'll do a shout out for them. If they're at the full monetization, oh, I hit 1,010, but I'm only at 800 watch hour, or 2,800 watch hours, I need help. So this community, I'll post it, and people in this community start to go watch that. And I think so far, I've been doing that for about a month and a half, 2 months now, and it seems to me to be a recipe for success. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you're not seeing movement and I'm saying I'm watching your stuff, I'm watching. If I say I'm watching your content, that day I'm watching your content. If you're not seeing movement, something's wrong. The other day I went and checked Fairbricks. He had watched one of my playlists. I went to watch one of his, and I was unsubscribed. I've been subscribed to him for a while. So I went back in, I watched a couple of his videos, commented, liked, and I apologized to him. I said, hey, I was unhooked. So I wasn't getting notifications, nothing. So I had to go back and resubscribe, and then I re-hit the notification bell. I checked it again the other day. So I would recommend that to anybody. If you feel like people aren't watching you, or people aren't paying attention to you, go check your bigger ones that you've worked with for a long time and are loyal to. Go check and make sure you're still subscribed to them, because who knows? Shannon, okay, Shannon's next goal is 600. Foraging's gonna hit 1,000 this year. Foraging, feel free to tell us, if you don't mind, how many hours you're at. And then people will know, and then we can start doing the math together and seeing how we can get you there. So that's just 3. Supportive subs, I support them. People nearing monetization is one of the other criteria. One of the other ones is if you go to Tuber Chat, I go there and he'll mention, if you feel like, if you want to trade playlists, mention in there, hey, I'll trade playlists. I've had many do that. You will gain analytics there, trust me. But make sure, if you do put that out there, watch it for the person. If you say you're going to do it, we need to do it. We need to honor, if we made that commitment, honor that commitment. In my opinion. I don't want to get preachy, but in my opinion. Pure Nature, how you doing? Hey, Coach. Okay, Coach Juliet, same thing happened to me. He watched, I went to watch some of his, and I was unhooked from him. That's why I'm saying, look at, okay, JC, now you're just being an overachiever. You're putting me to shame. I'm just kidding. JC's very, very, very supportive. She is so supportive. She got a poop emoji. That's like a gold star from your teacher in school. If you get a poop emoji, that's like a gold star. 400, oh wow, okay, so Calf's Kitchen. So Calf's Kitchen right there, 400 hours away. Calf's Kitchen, she's right there. So I'm writing her down. And this is what I'm talking, this is what I'm saying. She's near that monetization. And like I said, because I'm using my platform here to support. So please, please, please go to my community post, go to one of my videos, go to the comments when this goes public afterwards. Tell me how many watch hours you need. I'll do a post on it. I'll say, hey, this person needs 200 watch hours. This person needs 100 subscribers. And I'll post it and see if people want to go check them out. It's been successful. But Lisa, how you doing, Lisa? And then let's see, one of the last ones I do, so basically 4 criteria. One of the last things of criteria I do to choose who I do a shout out for a lot of times is like, it was Creativity Guides Me yesterday morning, when she said she needed, she was at 45, she needed 50 so she could go to do live streams, and mentioned it. And then I checked this morning, and she did send me a thank you for support. She's at 61 or 62 as of this morning. So now she can do live streams in 24 hours when they approve all the subs, and she's still over 50. She can start doing live streams with her phone. Oh, hey, Misty, I didn't see you there. How you doing, Misty? So I hope that's all helpful to people, because and I've had other people ask me, what were my milestones as a YouTuber when I first started? You know, when you first start, if you don't do research, you're walking around the dark, right? You're feeling your way around the dark to try to get out of the room, right? Because you just don't know what's going on. And the way I did mine, my milestones for YouTube, I wrote these down. My first one was 10 subscribers. Oh, hey, Lento. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You just gave me a super chat. That's really cool. Thank you so much. And so 10 subs was my first one, because then I kind of felt, if I get to 10 subscribers, then people are at least maybe paying attention. And to describe my first videos, which I'm going to release, I have a couple of them privatized. I'm going to release them. Once I'm fully monetized, I'm going to do a release of those again. Because I go back and still watch them, because I was embarrassed. I mean, embarrassing. And when you're not used to looking at the camera, talking to the camera, hearing yourself, watching yourself. You know, if you're looking at the camera, you feel like Ricky Bobby from the Talladega Nights when he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. You're standing there like, what do I do? And then you start to learn, and then you get smoother and smoother and smoother. And then your personality, if you just let your personality take over, boom, I think you'll be successful. But 10 subs, I remember sitting here last February. I started releasing on February 22nd, 23rd. And I started saying to myself, if I can just get 10 subscribers, I'd be so happy. And then a week later, 10 subscribers. So now I'm like, you know, doing the shirt pop, like when you score in basketball, you score the 3, you pop your shirt. I was like, now I'm somebody on Facebook. I am a force to be reckoned with. I have 10 subscribers. Look out, YouTubeverse. Okies is kicking doors in. Anyways. I should get a teleprompter. I shouldn't go unscripted. Saying you're going to quit. Yeah, I know. I haven't been there yet. A couple times I was frustrated, but I never got to the quit point. Yeah, you're right, Natty. Second was 50 subs, because the more I studied, then I realized I was going to live streams, and I'm like, these look fun. I would like to do a live stream. So I did. I got to 50, and I was getting so close, and finally when that one hit, I think I lost one the next day. I went back down to 49, and then I went back to 50, then 51. 24 hours later, I got the notice, you know, you got 51, go ahead and start live streams. So I did live streams. They are soul crushing, but don't let them be. And I'm gonna explain to you why. First live stream I did, 15 minutes. I didn't have anything written down. I just sat in front of the camera hoping people would show up. Blank air. And I'm like, nobody's showing up. I was frustrated. I said, okay, well, I'll try again. Then I thought about it. I'm like, I'm gonna get a list together, 5 or 6 things. That way when I go talk to the camera, even if nobody shows up on my live stream, I talk to the camera, I now have a video, I can release it to public and I can get hours. And people started watching it. Third, I started getting 10, 15 people in, which was amazing. And then it took off from there. But 10 subs was my first, 50 subs was my second milestone, because then you can do live streams. Then I wanted to hit 100 and hit that century mark, because I'm like, man, if you can hit 100, then you're actually getting some traction. And then 250, because then at 250 I was like, now I'm halfway to monetization. And right then and there is when my world kind of slowed right down on YouTube, because now I'm watching every day. I was watching, did I get any subscribers? I'm at 252, great. Now I only have X number to get. Oh, now I got 260, now I got X number to get. Instead of just letting it be organic and watching it every couple of days, but I was literally babysitting it. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta stop doing this or I'm gonna go insane. So then it just slowly started continuing. Then I hit the 500 mark, and then I was watching my hours, my earned, but then at that point I'm like, okay, now I gotta switch to hours, because I gotta get my hours up to get to 3,000. And that's I think when I really saw a change. I started doing more lives, started visiting more lives, started really connecting with people on here, and this actually on this group of people here, a lot are here from back then. And they've helped me to grow. And then I started getting on the growth channels like Tuber Chat, and I met up with Fairbrick Studios and Chicken Explorers, and then some of these other bigger ones, and they shared my name and did shout outs and all that stuff. And then the last milestone was I hit the 1,000, I hit my partial monetization, and now I'm just waiting for that day with a notification that, hey, you're fully monetized. Don't know when that's gonna be, who knows? Could be tomorrow, could be the next day. Oh, thank you, Down Home Misty Style. Down Home Misty Style, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Hot cocoa. I'll make some hot cocoa after speaking of hot cocoa, it was 17 degrees here this morning. Oh, thank you, Camp's Kitchen. Camps, we're gonna get you there too, because this community is gonna go watch your stuff. I guarantee in the next couple of days, we're gonna get you there, get you started to that monetization. Camp's Kitchen is like Chef Zed's. She's got a really good cooking channel. Go check that out if you get a chance. So yeah, I went over to watch my grandson last night so my son could catch a break. So he went in and fell asleep. So I stayed up with my grandson. I left about 8:30 this morning. And I didn't know, I had a sweatshirt on. I didn't pay attention to the weather. I literally was watching JC Calamity Jane's channel this morning. She was out with her chickens. And I was watching her channel while I was doing his medications. And then my son got up, exchanged information for what has happened with him, left. I had my hoodie. I didn't realize she was saying how cold it was down there. I'm like, nah, that doesn't make sense, because if she's that cold, I'm north of her. I'm probably that cold or colder. And then just slipped my mind. I grabbed my go bag, my jacket, and I walk out. And as soon as I open the door, my son's storm door is all frost. And I'm like, oh no. Open the door and I'm like, wow. He says, yeah, it's cold. Get in my car, 17 degrees. Oh, let's see. Very cold there now. How cold is it, Misty? So that's all I wanted to talk about. So if you guys have any questions or thoughts or anything, feel free to pipe in and just ask a question if you want to ask a question about me. Have you guys, I know a lot of people here have, but the channel we did a shout out for the other day was Fairbrick Studios. He's on here. And he does this music with really like nice scenery. He'll do Christmas music and other music, and then it'll just play for a couple hours. I put it on when I'm working during the day in the house. I like to put his on because it's on the big TV. I can hear it throughout the house. If it's a day I'm outside, I can run his stuff and have the porch windows open. The other one was Strings and Pucks. Strings, just like it sounds, like guitar strings, the letter N, pucks, like a hockey puck, P-U-C-K-S. Strings and Pucks. He was here. He's been in here, in and out of here. He's I started following him the other day. He did a live. A bunch of us jumped on his live. Very talented. You want to hear a guy sing and play guitar live? Unbelievable. And I mean that. Him and I are talking about doing a live stream. He's going to come out for a collaboration. So I'm going to be announcing that, and then hopefully we'll be able to do a collaboration some evening. Shannon, we're going to get you there. This community will get you there. So yeah, Shannon, he's amazing. And just like Shannon, I've seen Shannon's daughter, same thing. I think, does she have a channel? I know your husband did have one. I can't remember if your daughter has one or not. If she does, post the link. But her daughter's very talented. I've watched her. She did Christmas stuff at the church there. So yeah, Strings and Pucks, we're gonna do a live stream. And he contacted me, he emailed me, when we're gonna work things out. And I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, she's on TikTok. Okay, I'll have to check her out on TikTok. But other than that, what's the temperature where everybody else is at? Misty, you said you're cold. I saw JC's this morning. I know she's cold. Spongy, I hope you and Spongy, Misty, I hope Misty and Spongy are feeling better. Debbie Sue's been in here. Hopefully she's recovering more. There's Mike's Adventure. How you doing, Mike? There's Shannon posting a TikTok for her daughter. Go check her daughter out. She's got a really nice voice. Mr. Block is in the house. 17 in Central Arkansas this morning. So we are kindred spirits as far as weather goes. 26 with Uncle Bob, 18 with Grandma Teresa. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure she does. I've seen some of her singing. She does a really good job. Just here for a minute. We're at the Frog Leg. Oh, okay, Granny, that's awesome. She's at the Frog Leg Festival. She's getting that, she's on that carnivore diet. She's getting that protein in there. Oh yeah, 77. Well, if you exchange that first 7 for a 1, that's where we're at. Are you kidding me? Hey, I got a question for everybody, and let me know if you can. So my channel is Adeline's World. I'll have to check that out. I know they're careful, like if you don't have, like my stuff is all set so it's not set for kids, so I have that setting off. If you have it set for kids, I don't think you can even be monetized anyways. So I set it so these aren't made for kids, even though a kid could watch my stuff and wouldn't be offended. I mean, look at me. I just talk stupid stuff. And I hurt myself in the garden. I mean, kids can watch that. They watch cartoons. But there you go. Frog leg. Yes, Granny, do it. Do it. So here's one for you. I would dare you to do it. And then if you're on camera, what you do, Granny, I dare you to eat a frog leg on camera. And then when you do, you can say, hey, Okies, I told you so. Toad, frog, toad, frog. Yes, you can have subscribers and likes. Anyways, I put together a montage. It's not in any specific order. It's just taking a bunch of pictures. Everybody that follows me, that's been following me for a while now, saw my pumpkin vines, saw my green beans, my potato plants, all of that. And I forgot that I have pictures of me, Okie pup, when I was a young pup, 3, 4, 5 years old. And I've included them in the beginning of the montage. So it's just quick still shots. It's not video, it's just me, then another small picture, another short segment of me, for like 3 or 4 pictures. just with a little quiet music behind it, and then it gets into the garden. And it's just going from the pumpkins here to the apple trees to the cedar tree to the garden again, and it goes on for about 5 minutes. And I told people I would do a montage because I like to see the greenery. I like to see when it's brown, and I have what I have to look forward to. So I put all of that in a montage, but the first 3 or 4 3-second segments are me as a child. Is that accepted on the YouTube platform? It's me. They're my pictures. They're literally pictures I took with my phone on my photos. So is that okay to do that? To have my picture on like maybe 10 or 12 seconds in the beginning. Nothing bad. It's just me on a what do they call those? The big wheel. Me standing there, you know, so on and so forth. So does anybody know if that is that accepted on the YouTube platform? Where it's my picture as a kid. I don't think I'll get in trouble for it, but I haven't released it yet because I just think it'd be funny for people to see me then and people to see me now. Hey, Chris. Chris Lee. You got 1 million, you want 2 million. Shut up, filter. There you go. Yeah, maybe I'll just go into ChatGPT and maybe Gemini and I'll see what the rules are, or Google. I don't see where it would be a problem because like I said, it's me, so I'm giving the rights to it, and they're not, you know, they're just me sitting in the dirt in one. I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I was like 5 years old with shorts on in the dirt. One is me standing there looking at somebody, and one is me on a big wheel. Remember the big wheels? The Terminator, that's right. Okay, did you say I told you so? Speaking of that, there you go. Tell them AI did it. AI said it. Yeah, did I tell you I got sued? I got sued the other day by a YouTube creator. Yeah, they took me to court. They sued me. They sued me for 3.5 million views. All right, that's a bad one. That wasn't funny. Oh, let's see. How many ears does Captain Kirk have from Star Trek? How many ears does Captain Kirk have on Star Trek? He has 3. He's got his left ear, he's got his right ear, and the final front ear. And one more and I'll be done with them. I have a calendar. I fear for my calendar. I really do. I have one of those paper calendars. I'm afraid for my calendar. Its days are numbered. I'll go one more. Everybody's probably heard this one now because I use this one quite a bit. I'm so old that I knew the Dead Sea while it was sick. So share those with your friends. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitress and waitresses. Hopefully everybody's having a good Sunday. In a few minutes, I'm going out and I'm going to put some chicken on the grill. I got some chicken legs out yesterday, thawed, and I've been craving chicken legs. So I'm doing chicken legs. And I think that's all I'm gonna eat. I got like 10 chicken legs. So I'm gonna see if I can, we can polish off 10 chicken legs. Perth the driver, Per the driver. Where'd Per the driver go? There you are. See you later, Coach. What's everybody gonna have for lunch, early dinner? I just realized, see my sign up there? That's from my one grandson, hide and seek champion, my Sasquatch. No, I think it's, I don't know where he's from. It's Per the driver, I think, is how it's read. I thought it was Perth. That's why I keep saying it by mistake. I'm not sure, but too cold to grill. Oh yeah, it is cold out there, but I gotta get me some barbecue chicken. Ooh, strings and pucks. Chinese, yeah. Kung Pao, General Tso, yeah. Yeah, we went to the, we got this really, I gotta tell you this story. Last year, I had never been to, there's two cities. One's in Texas, we're right in the middle. One's in Ardmore, Oklahoma, one's down in Texas. They're about 20, 30 miles away. We usually go to the one in Texas. That's a newer place, a huge buffet. They do hibachi, they do all that. They do sushi, both the sushi rolls and raw sushi, all of it. Really good stuff. See you later, Colleen. So we wanted to try the one, there was an older one up here, up the road from us. So we go there and we're eating and we're just like, it's okay. But you know, the orange chicken didn't really have a lot of flavor. The General Tso's was bland. Things were warm, like they literally didn't even heat it up. They just put it out there under the warming lights. And we're eating and then we're just kind of like, this isn't that good. So I'm not sure we're coming back. Maybe it's just one day we're off, you know. And we just got here early. Maybe they just weren't ready for, you know, they should be ready, but they weren't. So I'm like, well, before we leave, I want to go get some of that. They have that espresso cake and they have that strawberry cake and things like that. So I went to grab some. I get over to the espresso cake and then there's like a strawberry cake next to it. I kid you not. There was patches of mold on all the desserts. They had to have seen it. And I'm like, hope we don't get sick after eating here. We went and paid and I just said to the girl, your desserts are covered in mold. And they had to have known. I mean, come on. But, oh, hey, Mental Raccoon's here. Go check out his glassworks. He makes the marbles there with the torches and he sits there and twists that and puts it in the fixture and he's got his glasses on and he sits there right next to Flame. So, well, everybody, I hope you guys found that informative. I hope you guys were able to connect with a bunch of people here. I really do. I hope that we can continue to support each other. I know I'm getting close. It's going to be a little bit yet, but I think I'm close to full monetization. Poetic Tears is close. Dr. Ninja Turtle's close. Others are trying to get over numbers, over 600, like Shannon. So we're trying to support everybody. I'll see you guys probably Tuesday when I do my, oh, thank you, Strings and Pucks. I'm doing my Mental Raccoons at 750 watch hours, okay? I'll keep watching your stuff. We'll try to get you there, Mental Raccoon. He's got a really good channel if you can go watch him. He sits there and he talks. And he does many throughout the day because he's up all hours of the night. I catch him sometimes at 3 in the morning out there working. But anyways, I'm glad people got to meet each other. Hopefully you guys can trade playlists. Hopefully you guys can support each other and help each other grow. And thank you for being here. Tuesday, it's supposed to be 58. If it is, I hope to be out in the garden finishing up my potato furrows, getting my green bean stuff set up, and a couple other items, and then we'll see how it goes. Premiere tonight for me. I'm doing that recipe, 5 p.m. I hope people can show up there and support the premiere. It'll be on at 5 p.m. and we have a good time. It's a really good dish. I've had it, and then I've done stuff after it to it as leftovers, and it's even better. So I'll mention that tonight in the premiere. Everybody have a great day. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting each other. Have a great Sunday. If you have tomorrow off for Martin Luther King Day, enjoy your day off. Relax, kick back, enjoy your family and friends. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.